What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Davon Lewis Show as I'm conducting a Friday night SmackDown review as things was on all cylinders tonight when it came to everything that initially broke down. We had AJ Styles taking on LA Knight. We had a phenomenal women's main event that was disrupted by Tiffany Stratton, but we had the women's champion Bayley taking on Naomi, which they had went out and delivered it when it came to that direct match, as well as we had a appearance from Cody Rhodes, who basically had was via satellite, and then of course we had the biggest thing of all that pretty much transpired. We had Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. They were wrecking havoc when it came to tonight, and pretty much was destroying everything in their late, and they basically handled business and took care of a Kevin Owens problem, which they've been having for weeks when it came to the Bloodline dabbing back and forth in the feud, and things really was looking good from my own personal opinion. But I appreciate you guys coming through tonight. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit the notification bell so you always be notified when I go live, as well as don't forget to subscribe as we keep the algorithm moving. And I hope to be your new official home when it comes to pro wrestling or any other content that I may provide directly on this channel. But let's get into the actual card of everything that initially broke down, which you guys officially came here for. Of course, it's for April 19th, 2024 edition, which they were hosting, and things broke down as we ended up having Corey Graves and Wade Barrett welcoming the audience to the broadcast before transitioning to the opening match. And in the opening match was the number one contenders match, AJ Styles versus LA Knight for the undisputed WWE Championship, which of course, if you guys haven't been up to date when it comes to everything that have been going on, the WWE Undisputed Championship has been, the undisputed name in a tagline has been officially been removed, and things have been looking great when it comes to how things have been transpiring with the new name of the championship, and I feel like that was much needed, and now they can make a focal focus point of being just basically the WWE Championship. Things got into high gear when it came to everything initially happened. We ended up having them both competitors leaving it all out there on the field when it came to the square circle, and you couldn't ask for anything better. There was a lot of twists and turns, a lot of transitional moves. I really enjoyed that match when it came to solo, not to LA Knight and AJ Styles. It was a lot of back and forth, a lot of transitional moves that everybody was able to get their signatures off. But the conclusion of the match happened when it came to AJ Styles hitting that beautiful, phenomenal forearm to pick up the victory, and was able to disclose everything from there. And he's now setting his sight on Backlash to go toe to toe with Cody Rhodes, which I look forward to seeing how they dab and how they have that great chemistry. Which, of course, history back up. AJ Styles did fight Dusty Rhodes back in the original TNA days, and now he's getting his chance to fight Cody Rhodes, which is amazing to see AJ finally stepping up and being able to get that love and shine when it comes to being evolving not only the Rhodes lineage when it comes to the history of having that chemistry, but also being able to just work with both different generations of the Rhodes family. Then things really initially broke down afterwards when we got to the next segment, which it was Solo Sikoa who arrived at the arena in a nice suit and surprised Paul Heyman, and with his nice fitted fit, which he was tooted and booted. And Solo revealed to Heyman that Tama Tonga is now the newest member of the Bloodline, and he has named him the MFT. Solo even then asks Heyman if Kevin Owens was in the arena, to which Heyman says that he would take Sikoa to him right now. And then, of course, we ended up having Tama Tonga coming directly from behind as well, with the start of Paul Heyman, and they went ahead and went towards the arena to get things underway for SmackDown. Then we get ready for the new segment, which was Paul Heyman and Nick Aldis introducing the new SmackDown Tag Team Championship to A-Town Thunder, Down Under, which is Austin Erie, as well as Grayson Waller. And after some bragging from Theory and Waller, they both went back and forth. Triple H presented them the new set of the titles before naming them the new WWE Tag Team Championship. And then Paul Levesque went to go shake their hands, and they played the heel move and started to handshake each other and smiled away. But of course, Nick Aldis wasn't up to no games whatsoever, and he told them, since you guys won't be playing a stunt when it comes to the boss, and he guaranteed that A-Town Down Under will cease to exist in the WWE. And this is a segment that follow up with him saying that we're going to determine the new number one contenders for the tag team championships, and it's going to start right then, right now. And then they got things underway from there as they got the entrances, and things pretty much broke down from there. But they went into a commercial break and came back. And then they follow up with an interview from Naomi, who was interviewed backstage with Kayla Braxton. Naomi said to her friendship with Bayley will not get in the way when it comes to the title match, but says she was focusing on winning the WWE Women's Championship tonight. And that concluded that actual backstage. Then they got things underway with the other entrances for the number one contenders match. All the players that was initially involved when it came to tonight, we ended up having the Street Profits being involved, which is Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, along with the other competitors, which was New Catch Republic, which was Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, as well as Legado del Fantasma, Angel Gardo, and Humberto Carrillo. And then the last boys that was on the block was AOP, Akam Razor, who was accompanied by Karrion Kross, Paul Ellering, and as well as Scarlett. And things got underway as there was a lot of back and forth and a lot of transitional moves into the tag team action. Everybody was able to get off high spots and was able to get double team transactional tag team moves. But the conclusion happened with the Street Profits getting the revelation for the pinfall, which was a nice little feat when it came to everything that initially broke down. And the Street Profits are now officially in the win of being the number one contenders, as they will be taking on A-Town Down Under for Backlash most likely. And I look forward to seeing that high profile match, as the Street Profits have been cooled off for a good little minute. And so now to see them back in the tag team division on the upper cards, it's a good presence when it comes to them being able to finally get back into the swing of things, of being up there and involving title matches. And I look forward to seeing how things initially will break down in the near future. Then we get to an interview with the WWE Women's Champion, Bayley, who's interviewed by Byron Saxton. During the interview, Byron Saxton asked Bayley a couple questions. Of course, Bayley went into the same thing, and she said that she understood her duty as the only active women's champion, and said she would aim to make a successful title defense tonight against Naomi, as that was a quick, short interview when it came to Bayley. But of course, these ladies was gonna deliver a good, decent match all the way up to the end. Then we show Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman were in the ring already, where Heyman named himself the top politician in WWE history. And Heyman initially said he used his experience to explain what was going on with the Bloodline, but was immediately cut off by Solo Sikoa as soon as he was about to go name himself the wise man of the tribal chief. Solo Sikoa then introduced Tama Tonga, who arrived by tossing around a bloody Kevin Owens from the ramp. And then Solo Sikoa and them continued to attack, put the fence on him, and attacked Kevin Owens. And of course, Kevin Owens was trying to fight back, but of course, it was just too much after Solo ended up hitting the Samoan spike. And then things really broke down from there when the referees and the production staff were trying to break things up as the bloody Kevin Owens was down. And Tama Tonga went out to the outside to get a chair, and they were looking to finish off Kevin Owens, but he lived to breathe another day when it comes to the land of SmackDown. But you know, when it comes to Kevin Owens' quote, "If you don't kill me, I'm going to come back stronger and pretty much handle business, and I'm going to fight to the end." And I look forward to seeing how Kevin Owens transition with this whole entire feud with the Bloodline, as it continues to transition into the 2.0 stage, as they have been making it fully relevant again and kind of revamping everything as well. Also, the true hot takes came as well as the fans were chanting Roman Reigns. So we wanted to see if it's going to be initially another civil war when it comes to Roman Reigns with whoever he decides, and as well as Solo, or is Solo behind another person being the tribal chief known as the final boss, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But I truly look forward to seeing what may transpire when it comes to this whole civil war. And initially, maybe over time, everybody just get together and become a super faction over the near future. Then we show a backstage segment of Nick Aldis being confronted by Paul Heyman in the parking lot, where Nick Aldis basically showed him where the cars of Kevin Owens and Tama Tonga, and Aldis told Heyman to keep the bloodline in control because Tama Tonga actions would have repercussions for the WWE draft. After all, losing was the only thing that had consequences when it came to everything. Then we got ready for singles action, which was Santos Escobar along with Elektra Lopez taking on Carlito, who was accompanied by Zelina Vega. Things broke down this match fairly quickly. A lot of back and forth, a lot of lucha, and as well as that Spanish style kind of pro wrestling. And you couldn't ask for anything better when it came to this. I enjoyed this match. It was pretty decent. It was okay for my hot take. I give it a 4 out of 5 from my own personal opinion. But the conclusion of the match happened with a phantom driver by Santos Escobar, who picked up the victory on Carlito. And then, of course, the ladies were able to get into a brawl as well as Elektra Lopez and Zelina, or look like they're going to have their own extended feud as well, which I look forward to seeing how they do when it comes to their extended beef as things continue to pick up in the LWO and Legado Fantasma. But the hidden picture is probably going to be, is Carlito going to turn heel soon after he's racking up his L and he feel like he's not being helped by the LWO? Or will things turn a different way as it may be a bigger plan or works with not only Carlito, but as well as Andrade and Zelina? Are they going to leave off and branch off from the LWO? But we shall see how things initially break down, as so many twists and turns can happen in this feud. And Triple H has been writing a phenomenal job when it came to the script of everything. And I look forward how the ending of this conclusion of this beef maybe go into another direction of a new chapter, or things will beef up into a new direction just all in general. Then we show an interview of Kayla Braxton interviewing Damage Control, who all members of the Damage Control was there, including Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Io Sky. They were in the crowd. And then Dakota Kai scolded Braxton for naming Sky as the former WWE Women's Champion and said that Damage Control was still the most dominant faction in WWE. This led to Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill joining them in the section next to them in the crowd. That led to directly to the main event of the night, as the crowd really was chanting EST. And they don't have a nickname directly yet for Jade Cargill, but I'm pretty sure she'll have some kind of catchphrase during at a later date. Then we ended up having satellite review footage from Cody Rhodes, who cut a promo from London. And Rhodes said he acknowledges AJ Styles will become the new #1 contender, and said that he wasn't new to excellence of execution and look forward to the match at Backlash. Then we get ready for the women's main event of the night. It was Bayley, the women's champion, WWE Women's Champion, taking on Naomi. It was a lot of back and forth, a lot of twists and turns. These ladies put on a great performance. It was a great extended time, as the ladies got a little bit more time when it came to the match. They went all over directly into the match, including on the announcer's table and everything under the sun. But things initially broke down when Tiffany Stratton attacked Bayley from behind on the outside and ended the match via disqualification. And then on top of that, Tiffany Stratton attacked Naomi in the ring as well by hitting the PME, the prettiest moonsault ever. And she ended up standing tall as the broadcast had ended off of the Smackdown. I look forward to seeing how Tiffy Time continues to relevant herself and become a great superstar, as she's now being pushed in that title picture, which I'm liking when it comes to Tiffany Stratton just in general. I look forward to seeing how all these ladies be involved in this match if it becomes a triple threat match. And I believe Backlash will be the best set place for them to settle this score and go from there. Do I think Tiffany Stratton deserves a championship right now or deserves to be the champion right now? My own personal opinion, I don't think she's officially ready when it comes to the gold, but we shall see how things initially happen in the near future when it comes to the land of SmackDown, the house, of course, that AJ Styles built. LOL. I had to put that little pitch in for some of you guys that are familiarized when it came to that little touch note of everything that initially broke down. And then things are really shaping up when it comes to Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, as well as the tag team division when it comes to the Street Profits alone taking on A-Town Down Under, and more twists and turns as well on the other side of the brand of Monday Night Raw, as we're looking to crown a new WWE Women's World Heavyweight Champion. And I feel like that's going to be a great thing when it comes to how everything initially break down just in the long run. But of course, let's get to the nitty gritty news, which you guys are officially here for. We ended up having tons of releases tonight on WWE. We ended up having a release from Jinder Mahal, as well as Zaya Quinn, as well as Xia Li, Zion Quinn, as well as Xia Li, which you guys are familiar with her detailing Japanese style kind of fighting, but as well as Zion Quinn was her original manager back in the NXT days, but they had nothing really going for him as he did get the call up on the SmackDown brand. As well as we had a release from Veer, who was released from WWE, I was kind of surprised to see that they had nothing cooking up for him. But hopefully he finds a home somewhere where he can become dominant. And I truly look forward to seeing where Veer lands up. And the biggest one of them all, we end up having Jinder Mahal, who's as well has been a long stretch. He did a phenomenal job as coming back as being a former WWE champion and bulking himself up. But I feel like somewhere down the line he lost himself and lost that momentum after I guess Vince McMahon had left the WWE, because they were pushing him to try to get that overseas deals going and everything under the sun. But I look forward to seeing how things are going to transpire for these talent, and hopefully they have somewhere phenomenal to go when it comes to everything that they got going on. Nobody likes to see the talent lose their jobs, but hopefully these talent are able to bounce back after 90 days and find a brand new home, which will await them and help them help out as well. And also update news, Sangha was released as well. So all of Indashir are all under the 90-day compete clause. So pretty much they are all pretty much got to sit at home on the bench until they're able to revamp their names and be able to get out there on that free agency market. My hot take where I would love to see him I would love to see Jinder Mahal go to either TNA, because I feel like they will benefit from his brain and everything like that. Basically picking his brain and being a producer, as well as Veer and Sangha. I would love to see them in like MLW or even pick off somewhere else overseas, or even New Japan Pro Wrestling. I would love to see them over there. Xia Li, I would love to see her either go to Stardom or make her way back over closer to home if she plans to stay in the US, and make her way over as well to Japan or one of those lovely spots. Zion Quinn, I can see him working in a couple indie dates here and there, and he probably wants to stay close to home as well and spend more time with his family. But all the while, when it comes to everything initially broke down, hopefully we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated if we get any more news when it comes to releases. But of course, nobody likes to see when a talent loses out on their job, and nobody likes to see that whatsoever. But I appreciate you guys coming through to show your love and support. Post your comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. And let's go ahead and get it to 1,000 subscribers and more. Until the next episode, you guys be safe. Peace.